Let's now move to part 3 of coordinate geometry. This again the same section we are continuing, Cartesian system, section 9.2. In the last video, we learned some basics of Cartesian system. Again, I have given all the definitions so that when you start independently see this video also, you'll be able to remember all the definitions. And in this video, we are going to learn what is meant by coordinates and how to identify them for a given point. So what is meant by coordinates? So now this is a graph sheet. All of you would have seen earlier in your 8th standard, 7th standard, I am not sure. But this is called a graph sheet. This is used for Cartesian system as well as many fields of mathematics and science. Now there are 2 points P and Q. You can ignore certain white spaces as well as the lines are I have given white lines. Just when we go forward, you will understand why I have given the white line. That is presently I have just tried to hide the lines which are already existing. Let us see now what is meant by coordinates. In the adjacent diagram, coordinates of a point is identification of the point with reference to x and y axis. Now we have got xx, that is called x axis, yy it's called y axis, 0 is the origin. Hope all of you remember these definitions we have seen in the last video as well as in the previous page I have mentioned what are all the definitions. Let us now see how to identify the coordinates. So we have got 2 points P and Q. Let us see how we are going to identify the points. And you can see one more thing, axis xy, xx and yy are perpendicular to each other. Draw a perpendicular line from a point N in y axis to P. So I am marking N. You can see near between 3 and 4 on the y axis N. Then this line, I have now drawn a line NP which is perpendicular to OY, that is y axis is there vertical and now I have drawn a perpendicular line to the vertical line NP. Yes, so this is what I have drawn now. Now since OX is perpendicular to OY, NP is parallel to OX. Hope all of you remember this. I will just put this, you will be able to understand. See these two angles. Remember Euclid's fifth postulate, if the included angle on the same side, if it is equal to 180 degrees, then they will not meet and both are parallel to each other. So therefore NP is now parallel to OX. So when we go to the next page, we will see further definition on this. Now another line, that is now we will see x-axis perpendicular to x-axis from a point called M. See near 4 on x-axis, M has come and I am drawing a line which is perpendicular to x-axis. So what has happened now? Now OY is perpendicular to OX because of that MP is parallel to OY, that is this and this together 180 degrees. Therefore MP is parallel to OY. Now let us see, let us further use whatever we have learnt earlier in a parallelogram chapter, quadrilateral chapter. Let me show now. Therefore OMPN is a rectangle. Each pair of opposite sides is parallel and one angle is a right angle. So let me see now, again I will put these things. You can see we have seen earlier which one, this let's see NP is parallel to, okay, I am sorry, I will just put it properly, NP parallel to OM. This is what we saw in the last page. In this page we have seen OY, that is ON and OY are same, parallel to, okay, I will just change the color. I will change the color. These two are parallel. Now I will put these two are parallel, correct? Hope all of you are able to understand. OM parallel to NP in the last page, it is OX or OM. In this page we have put OY parallel to MP. Because of that, what happens? Opposite sides are parallel. Each pair of opposite sides is parallel and one angle is a right angle. Because of that, what has happened? This has become, this is a rectangle, that is OMPN is a rectangle. Let me see why we are seeing this. Because of this, what happens? NP equal to OM equal to 4 units. NP, that is red, you can see both the red lines. Since OM is 4 units, correct? Now we have started with point number 4. So the line perpendicular line from M to P is lying on 4. So you can see 4, 4, okay, 4, and this one green is 3 units. Opposite sides are equal in rectangle because now NP equal to OM, correct? OM is 4 units, so therefore NP is also 4 units. ON equal to MP, so both are 3 units. I will erase this. So now you can see NP is 4 units, MP is 3 units because they are parallel to the opposite sides. Because in a rectangle, opposite sides are equal in a rectangle, correct? Up to this, hope all of you will not have any confusion. So you can note down these points and then we'll go to the next page where we will further understand what is how to mark the coordinates. So hence point P is at a distance of 4 units from y-axis NP and 3 units from x-axis, that is MP. Coordinates of a point are written as per the following convention. So now we have understood how to find out the points and they are written in the following manner. X coordinate value equal to perpendicular distance of P from y-axis equal to NP 4 units, also called as abscissa. The name of this x coordinate is also called abscissa, which is nothing but x coordinate, that is the first one, 4 units, is the perpendicular distance of P from y-axis. Hope all of you remember we took the distance from N, we drew a perpendicular line to P that was equal to 4 because OM equal to 4. Similarly, y coordinate value equal to perpendicular distance of P from x-axis, that is MP. We saw M to P we drew, which was equal to ON, 3 units, and it's also called as ordinate. So these definitions are very important. Let me finish these next 1 or 2 lines, then you can pause and note down. The coordinates are written as x comma y, that is within brackets x is coming first and y is second separated by comma, that is the coordinates of P are 4 comma 3. So this is how, if there is a question, write the coordinates of P. So we will measure like this, we will draw the diagram and then we write P equal to 4 comma 3, coordinates of P equal to 4 comma 3. This is how we have to write the coordinates. So now we understood what is meant by coordinates. Correct. So the coordinates are nothing but the location of P with reference to what? Think about it. 4 is from y-axis, correct? 3 is from x-axis, but the coordinates basically it means they are 4 comma 3 from the origin. This is what it actually means. So with reference to the origin, the coordinates of P are identified. Suppose if we take our office room as origin, we will see a practical example also. Then we will see how far it is from there. We will be able to understand from these coordinates. We will also do one more coordinate in the next page. We will be able to understand even further. Now you see 4 comma 3, you are able to understand 4 is from y-axis, 3 is from x-axis. So basically what it says, 3 from the origin on the y-axis direction and 4 from the origin in x-axis direction. That's why it says 4 comma 3. But when we see further practical examples, we will be able to understand better. But this is how we will be able to identify the coordinates, and this is what meant by coordinate. Now we will see one more point, Q. You can see Q on the left side. Between x dash and y dash you will see Q. So the same method I am going to do from S in y axis and from R in x axis we are going to draw lines. So you see, okay, let me finish these points, or we'll just write this. Now you can see on the left side on the diagram. So now you have seen S on the y axis, S to Q I have drawn a line, and from R to Q I have drawn a line from x axis. Perpendicular, both are perpendicular. That's why the green perpendicular signals are symbols are there. Now you will be able to understand opposite sides. Each pair of opposite sides are equal. That is OR is equal to SQ. So 6 units. OR is 6 units. So SQ also 6 units. Similarly OS 2 units. Therefore RQ is also equal to 2 units because opposite sides are equal in a rectangle. So now the coordinates of Q are, okay, sorry. Now you can see, you can just pause the video and understand how it is made, then go to the next page. We'll go to the next page. So point to note here are, yes, before I write the coordinates, the signs of the coordinates are very important. If the point lies in the negative direction of any axis, that is the number line, if it is negative direction, then the sign of that coordinate is negative. That is, if the point is in OX dash direction, then X coordinate is negative, and if the point is in OY direction, then the Y coordinate is negative, as we saw in the previous part, where we saw vertical number line, bottom is negative, top is positive. Similarly, normal number line, you all know, right side is positive, left side is negative. So this point Q was on the left side of X axis and bottom of Y axis, so both the points are negative. There is no need to put sign again, I put positive not required. Therefore, coordinates of Q are -6, -2, since the point is in the direction of OX dash and OY dash. Hope all of you remember what you saw in the previous page. You also noted down. You should also draw the diagram and then note all these points. Then you will be able to remember and do further problems easily. So you can pause the video, do all these things, and then go to the next page. We'll move to the next page. There again further discussion on this. We can also see that the coordinates of any point are unique. Unique means what? One and only one. The coordinates for any point for P, it is unique. So let's see the next page, next line. That is 4, 3. So for P we saw it is 4, 3 is not equal to 3, 4. Although both numbers are interchanged, so 4, 3 is not equal to 3, 4 because 3, 4 means the point is 3 units from Y axis and 4 units from X axis. Let me show a point A here. So I am drawing what? Now it is, first is X, correct? That is from perpendicular line from Y axis, that is the X coordinate 3, and perpendicular line from Y axis, X axis, that is the Y coordinate, that is 4. Now you see 3, 4 is point A. Point A is not same as point P. You can make out easily because point P is 4, 3, whereas point A is 3, 4. So both the numbers, if they are same, doesn't mean both the points are same. The points will be totally different. Even though the numbers are same, the order is very important, which again we will read in the next, in the previous, in further one a later part, we will be clearly understanding what is called an ordered pair. We will be able to understand this very well. For the time being, you can just note this point that 4, 3 is not equal to 3, 4. So in this video, we learned what is meant by coordinates, x, y, that is how it is mentioned. Identification of a point with reference to x and y axis. X coordinate is perpendicular distance from y axis, y coordinate is perpendicular distance from x axis, that is opposite. You should be able to remember that. And how to identify them for a given point? By measuring the distance from the x axis and checking the direction for putting signs before the coordinates. So both are important. One is you measure the distance from x axis, y axis, that is from y axis is the x coordinate, x axis is the y coordinate, and then the direction. Whichever direction is there in the same, that particular coordinate will be negative or positive as per the direction of the point. In the next video, we will practice some examples to understand Cartesian system even better. That is this coordinates and all this whatever we have seen so far, introduction, all 3 videos. Next video, we are going to see some examples where we will discuss all these points and you will be able to understand even better. 5 questions are here. Pause the video, note down, and then go to the next page. Of course, this is the last page of this video. You can pause and then note down. And that's all for this video. Thank you.